and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Today I'll be unboxing and flipping through the Aleister Crowley Tarot. This is by Tania, Ahsan, and published by Arcturus books. They actually graciously reached out and asked me if I wanted to receive a copy for review. And here we are. I received a copy, and we're going to review it. I'm super excited because this is actually one that I talked about in my upcoming releases. And for, I believe, April? Was it April? No, it was May. May? Yes, May. It came out this month already. And I did talk about it, and I love the art style of it. I actually love it way more than the traditional Thoth tarot art style. I found this one way more like, I don't know, like cartoony, Disney-esque kind of art style. I just loved it more. So I'm excited to dive into this. You can go ahead and look here at the back. So in the back here, it says, Aleister Crowley's instructions for the Thoth Tarot have been faithfully rendered in this beautifully new deck with specially created artwork. The accompanying guide shows you how to utilize the richly symbolic deck for everyday divination, as well as an insight into the magical beliefs of the famous occultist. This collector's edition will enchant and delight with its rainbow-hued images and clear meanings. Using Crowley's The Book of Thoth as the foundation for his beliefs about the tarot, you will discover the many hidden depths in this deck. You will also find out why Crowley replaced a number of the cards with ones of his own devising. The Aleister Crowley Tarot can be used for divination to gain greater insight into your spiritual journey or in magical ritual. As you work with the cards over time, you will connect not just to Crowley's thoughts on the pack, but also your own insights garnered through open-minded practice. So it includes a 78 card deck and 128-page guidebook. Now, I don't know how much this retails for. Does it say? Doesn't say here. Oh, here. It says, in the US, it retails for $24.99. Let's see how much this retails for in Canada, because I don't remember. Aleister Crowley Tarot. It retails for $33.65 apparently on Amazon. So yes, that's how much it retails for in Canada. So I will say that there's always links in the description box below where you can find this deck legitimately. Of course, the Amazon ones, if you haven't seen my announcement, are affiliate links. So I do earn a small commission through those if you want to support the channel. Okay, so let's get into it. I really love the cover, by the way. There's like a, is this like a spot gloss? There's like a gloss, like, image. They all glossy images. Oh yeah, they are. All of this is like a spot gloss, which is really interesting. So we have a ribbon here to pick up the book. We also have this paper. Not sure what this is for, but we had a paper in there. The deck did come shrink wrapped as well as the cards. I took off the plastic. This part here can be removed, but the ribbon is part of it. So I just left it at the bottom. But yes, I think this whole bit can be removed actually. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, cool. But other than that, there's nothing inside the box. It's a very large box. Okay. So I'm just going to put the cards there for now so we can take a look at the guidebook, which is full color. which is very nice. Okay, so we have a table of contents here. We have a foreword, which it says here is by Mog Morgan. Then we have an introduction. We have a how to use the cards, major arcana, court cards, pip cards, blessing, index of cards, and further reading. Okay, so we have a foreword, an introduction, prediction magazine, the Thoth Tarot, modern interpretation. We have a how to use the cards. Very typical information, in my opinion, when it comes to information that's usually in the introduction on how to use the cards. We have a 3-card spread, past, present, future. Gives you an example reading, which is really cool. We have a relationship spread here. And we have a sample reading again. I love sample readings because it really allows you to have a good understanding of how other people interpret the cards, which is really cool. And then we have the horseshoe spread. And we have another sample reading for that. We have a Celtic cross, and we have a sample reading for the Celtic cross. So we have all traditional types of spreads, in my opinion. That's cool. Look at that. Awesome. Major arcana. Okay. So what do we have here? We have title, number, a bunch of keywords, and a lot of information. Okay. So we seem to have like 2 pages per card for the majors. Then it goes into the court cards. It talks about how Crowley substituted the king card for knights. So we have here the knights, and we only have like a small little column for each card. No keywords this time. So it seems to be like that for all the courts. Then we go into the pip cards. Okay, we have the aces with some blurb about the aces, and then it has, again, a little column for each. We have the root of the powers of fire, the root of the powers of water. That's cool. So they're structured by numerology. So all the aces are together, all the 2s are together, it seems like. But we have similar amounts of information, in my opinion. We have a blessing here, and then an index to find, I guess, the cards faster. We have some further reading in terms of books by Crowley, books by other authors, and that's it. So we're going to go ahead and go through the cards. Okay, so we have the Fool. Oh, these are the backs. I like the backs. It's nice. They're not reversible, in my opinion. You'll be able to tell. Then we have the Magician, the High Priestess. Yeah, I really love the artwork of this. We have the Empress. We have the Emperor. We have the Hierophant. We have the Lovers. We have the Chariot. We have, is this Justice, I think? Yeah, this is Justice, I believe. Let me just double check. Pretty sure it's Justice. Yeah, Justice. And then we have the Hermit. Love this Hermit card. We have the three-headed dog. Wheel of Fortune. This is the Strength card, renamed to be Lust in Thoth. The Hanged Man. Death. I love this Death card. This is Temperance, renamed to be Art. Then we have the Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment, renamed to be the Eon, or Ion. And the World, the Universe. I really like the Major Arcana. It's very nice. I'm going to have to do a comparison. I'll put timestamps, but I think I'm going to do a comparison in this video so you can see the differences between traditional Thoth and this newer version. So we have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Discs, which is Pentacles. Then we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Interesting. She's like in the clouds. She's like holding a severed head. Queen of Discs. Oh, I really love this though. Prince of Wands. Prince of Cups. Prince of Swords. And Prince of Discs. Then we have the Princess of Wands. Princess of Cups. Princess of Swords. And the Princess of Discs. Interesting. Really like this. She's like full armored. Then we have the Aces. I love the Aces. What does the coin say? To, I don't know. Is that meta? I have no clue. Then we have the twos. We have the keywords here. Dominion, love. Here it's clear that we can see the astrological correspondences. I don't know if they had that in the majors. I didn't even look. Abundance. Sorrow. I really love the cup suit. It's very nice. Here we have all the elements, which is interesting. Strife. I love that word. A disappointment. Defeat. Worry. Victory. Pleasure. This word here was always strange. Science for the Six of Swords. Success. Here we go into the 8. Swiftness. Interference. Interesting. Prudence. We have the 9. Cruelty. Interesting. Gain. Oppression. This is the last one. Last suit. 10. The 10s. Ruin for the 10 of Swords. And then 10 of Discs. Wealth. Interesting. So the cardstock is a little bit thin, but I actually don't mind it. Like for overhand shuffling, I find it to be great, and I feel like it'll riffle shuffle pretty well, in my opinion. They seem to be, they seem to be standard tarot size. Just the rounding of the corners is different, but it seems to be more or less standard tarot, in my opinion. So I do like that in that particular sense. But yeah, it feels a bit thin, but I don't mind it as much, to be honest with you. I want to do the comparison before I shuffle them and put them out of order. Okay, so I had to put my Thoth in a different order because it's not the same order as this one. This is the copy or version that I have. It's the one from US Games, and it is smaller. It is smaller in terms of the height. So the height is, width is the same size, but the height is a little bit smaller. So let's go ahead and do a comparison of the art. Okay, so that was the comparison between the traditional Thoth and this new, more modern Thoth. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love the traditional art style of the Thoth. I do love this kind of art style. But I feel like this newer deck is way more approachable in the art style it has compared to the original. And I feel like with the amount of people that are getting into Thoth now, or getting into tarot rather now, wanting to learn different systems like the RWS, the Thoth, the Marseille, so on and so forth, I feel like this is way more approachable in the art style, to be honest with you. And I really love it. It's like super cute and super nice. And I'm excited to use this, in my opinion, to learn more about Thoth. So I did start my Thoth study, but I haven't really continued in a while. So I'm excited to use this for that because I feel like this is way more approachable. Overhands amazingly, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. As I said earlier, the cardstock is a bit thinner, but honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. Oops. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't riffle shuffle, though I feel like thinner cardstock is probably good for riffling because of the fact that it's more bendable, allows you to riffle better, but who knows? I don't riffle shuffle, so what do I know anyway? But overhanding, perfect, honestly, beautiful. This is literally a dream to overhand, in my opinion. So yes, I do love this very much. Okay, so let's go ahead and read what do we have. We have the star. I want a minor card. Here we go, 9 of Cups. We have the star and the 9 of Cups. Okay. We're going to read from the guidebook. Ooh, colors are similar in my opinion. Love that. Okay. Okay, let's find the star. Okay, 17. Here we go, the star. Keywords: hope, joy, clarity, spirituality, optimism, wishes, and help. Crowley said the figure on this card represented the goddess Nuith, or Lady of the Stars. She is a bright and welcome sight in any reading, for where there is the star, there is hope. She may almost be the genie in a lamp, but without the negative connotations of entrapment of the genie and the wasting of wishes. She is not trapped, so her help, when given, comes with no strings attached. There are no hidden trapdoors, all is well. This card is related to the letter He. Traditionally, I don't know, Tzaddi. I'm assuming that's Hebrew. My Hebrew, I don't know. And is associated with the astrological sign of Aquarius. I wonder if is there a symbol on this card for Aquarius? Whoa, I'm losing cards here. Because the minors all have symbols, so I'm wondering. I I don't see one. Nope, I don't see one. I don't see one. The water bearer. From the golden cup, she pours this ethereal water, which is also milk and oil and blood, upon her head, indicating the internal renewal of the categories, the inexhaustible possibilities of existence. The left hand, lowered, holds a silver cup, from which she also pours the immortal liquid of her life. Crowley goes on to explain how this card's imagery links into the teachings of his occult society and Thelema? No. Thelema? I'm not sure how you pronounce this either. However, if you want to use the deck for tarot alone, and not as a magical teaching aid, then the stars' meanings align quite well with those in traditional tarot. This is a card of wishes fulfilled, optimism for the future, help from unexpected or spiritual quarters, and a general sense of joy and hope. It is possible for this card to have a negative meaning if, for example, you were asking about what is stopping you achieving something. It can sometimes have a meaning that it is to do with living too much in your own head and having a dreamy attitude that is based in fantasy rather than reality. It is obvious that such an approach will get you what you need if you have to take practical steps to achieve your goal. However, this isn't something that can be overcome. The curls of the water on the card show the movement that you should be aiming for, a lightness of touch, playfulness, going with the flow. Like the water bearer, you can manipulate the waters to suit you, but only if you work with the flow rather than being rigidly determined to stick to one outcome. You may find that the clarity that these waters bring you enable you to discern what it is that you actually want in your life. This may not necessarily be what you thought it is, since the waters of life are mysterious and flow as they will. The figure in the card has one foot on the beach and the other on the water that is being poured. Likewise, you will need to keep one foot on the ground and the other dipped in the waters of intuition in order to get the best out of the good omen that is the star card. Interesting. I really like that, actually. So this is what I read. So this is one word I didn't know. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly. And then this is the other half of what I read. This was the other word I didn't know how to pronounce. So, yes. Okay. Whoops. Okay, 9 of Cups. So we have to go to the 9s. The 9s. Here we go, the 9s. 9 of Cups. Okay, what does it say here? So the 9s relate to Yesod on the Tree of Life. Okay. After the movement into misfortune of 7 and to some degree 8, the current now returns to the middle pillar. Okay. This is more balanced and better favored. Crowley quotes Zoroaster as saying, "The number 9 is sacred and attains the summit of perfection." Egypt and Rome also has 9 major deities, making this another indication for Crowley of the import of this number. Okay, and then the Nine of Cups is named Happiness, and this card is ruled by the generous and joyous Jupiter. Good fortune is the gift of this card. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. What does it say here in the actual blurb for the Nine of Cups? So Nine of Cups, happiness. The number 9, Yesod, in the suit of water, restores the stability lost by the excursions of Netzach and Hod from the middle pillar. It is also the number of the moon, thus strengthening the idea of water. In this card is the pageant of the culmination and perfection of the original force of water. The ruler is Jupiter in Pisces. This influence is more than sympathetic. It is a definite vindication for Jupiter. For Jupiter is the planet of Chesed, which represents water in its highest material manifestation. And Pisces brings out the placid qualities of water. I'm not sure either how to pronounce that. In the symbol are 9 cups perfectly arranged in a square. All are filled and overflowing with water. It is the most complete and most beneficent aspect of the force of water. Interesting. I apologize if I mispronounced any of the Hebrew. I never learned Hebrew growing up, so yeah, I don't know any of this. Yesod, I don't know. Not sure. Placid, placate, I don't know. But this is what I read. So the information for the minors are a lot shorter, but I feel like they're to the point, in my opinion. You would really need to learn like the Tree of Life and all that stuff, which I don't think they talk about in here. Let me just double check. No, it doesn't talk about the Tree of Life in here. So you probably would need to actually do a little bit more research and actually look to the information that's in the back. Though I would highly recommend apparently the Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot by Lon Milo Duquette is apparently really good. But I would also recommend the 3-volume books by Marcus Katz. Those ones are really good. He separates them into 3 volumes, so there are 3 separate books. And you have one on like a bunch of information plus the majors. Then it goes into another one where it has separate information. I think the minors, and the last one I think is the core cards, or maybe it's the other way around. But it goes into a lot of really interesting information. Overall, I have to say I'm really pleased with this particular deck. I'm excited to actually use it and learn more about the associations with these kind of cards, because Thoth does seem to have some different associations for certain cards compared to the RWS. So I'm excited to read the guidebook a bit more, and then obviously continue my own study with the books that I have. So yes, let me know in the comments below what you think of this particular deck. I do want to thank Arcturus Books again for sending me this copy for review. It was really appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it's greatly appreciated and helps me in the long run. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a great day.